Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if this is your first time being here. This is Empowered Gems Tarot. My name is Melissa. This channel used to be titled Tarot by Melissa, so if you've been looking for me under that name, then you're in the right place. Today's video is going to be looking into your career over the course of the next 90 days. This is a timeless pick a card reading, so whether you're watching it the day that I post it or 6 months from now, if you feel guided to view this reading, there's likely a message here for you that will provide you with a little outlook into what to expect the next 90 days in your career. Keep in mind that this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so the messages may vary with how specifically they're going to resonate with each viewer out there. So keep in mind that if anything that I'm talking about in this reading feels confusing to you, or if it doesn't really feel like it fits your personal situation, those are typically indications that that's not your message. Just release it, let it go, respect that that message was meant for someone else out there in the collective. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, those are usually a little bit better for getting more specific and accurate guidance on your own personal situation if you feel like these general readings are not resonating for you. If you wanted to book one with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below, and I do offer a career and professional life reading specifically on my website. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading selection. So today we have a choice between 3 different reading options. If you're drawn to reading number 1, we'll be working with the Wild Reflections Tarot deck and this Honey Calcite Sphere. If you're drawn to reading number 2, we'll be working with the Treasure Trove Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracles and this Pyrite Sphere. And if you are drawn to reading number 3, we'll be working with the Cozy Witch Tarot deck, and this little sardonyx crystal. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your career and what energy is ahead for you over the next 90 days. Go ahead and select the deck or crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey, group number 1, and welcome to your career reading. So today we're going to be looking at what's ahead for you in your career over the course of the next 90 days. Keep in mind, this is a general collective reading on YouTube, and this is also a time-based reading, which means that what we're looking at today is a snapshot of where the energy may be headed over the next 90 days based off the current moment. So just make sure that you're never feeling too stuck with anything that one of these readings says, because you have free will to alter course and create a different outcome for yourself in the next 90 days. The future is created by the action we take in the present. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right, let's jump in and see what the overall energy is looking like for you guys. We have love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. We also have unexplained wonder. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. Wow, this is beautiful energy, group 1. So I'm kind of feeling like the next 90 days is going to be about you kind of just feeling comfortable and happy with where you're at in whatever the process is that you're in with career, right? I feel this energy of just kind of sitting still, immersing yourself in the current moment, and maybe even just trying to kind of figure out what it is that you guys want to do, or what it is that you even like, or what you're drawn to for your next step in your career. I think too, with unexplained wonder, it feels like a lot of things are coming together for you in the next 90 days. Like things are getting better if they've been difficult, or things are kind of just falling into place. It feels like there's a light at the end of a tunnel here for some, if you've been going through like a challenging period leading up until this point. But yeah, this overall energy just feels like an energy of just being settled and accepting where you are at this particular moment in time. So let's keep going, group one. What else, Spirit, is happening in the next 90 days in career for group number one? What else should they know? Oh, okay. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to cut ties. I don't know if you saw that card flip over with your current place. We have trapped. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. Okay. I feel like you guys need to work on networking during the next 90 days with that spider web there. I feel like your network is falling a little flat right now. Okay. We do also have long-term. An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. That's interesting. Okay. We do also have journey. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. So some of you guys, there's an undertone of you relocating or traveling more, getting out more within this next 90-day period. But it's kind of interesting, right? Because I feel like starting out this beginning of this 90-day period that we're tapping into, group one, maybe you're feeling like kind of stuck. Like maybe your options are coming up dry, or you're not feeling like there's a lot of satisfaction in your current situation. And so part of the beginning of the first 90 days, I think, is going to be centered around you building up your network, putting feelers out there, and connecting. Like this card talks about, connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like, figuring out what's the next move, staying where you are, but figuring out what the next move is, leading up to, toward the end of this 90 days, a potential opportunity that's coming through for you, something that would be long-term, something that you're committing to that feels like maybe prayers are being answered here or blessings are coming through. All right, so let's get the tea with the tarot next, group one. Tell me, Spirit, about the next 90 days in group one's career, please. We have the Devil. Yeah, you guys, I think, are not really feeling happy in your current situation. This could be like a toxic work environment or a place where you just feel kind of stuck. We have the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Three of Pentacles. Very cool. With the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Love this. Yeah, I think an opportunity is coming in for you guys to actually be able to do work that you really love. And I feel like right now with the Devil card, you guys are kind of just doing work out of obligation, right? Some of you guys could be working really hard right now, or just working within a work environment or an organization where your values are kind of compromised. And when I say that, you know, the Devil can talk about like a toxic workplace, but it doesn't always have to mean like the most dramatic version of what we might imagine that to be. Maybe for some of you, this is a toxic workplace in the sense that there's like workplace gossip or drama and stuff like that. But this can even be just talking about like you're shackled to some sort of way of working that you don't want to do, or that doesn't align with your values. It's like you feel stuck, you feel confined. But the thing about this is like this card is talking about, you have options. So maybe there's been kind of this energy of being very comfortable with where you're at in this situation, even if it's not fully satisfying you. Because it's like they have these blindfolds on that they just need to take off so that they can like see their circumstances more clearly and be more empowered to act, right? If we look at this card, they are stuck, they are trapped. But if they took the blindfold off, how easy would it be to get out of this? Right? And that's not to minimize your situation, group one, because maybe it is a difficult situation that you're in right now. I do think you guys are juggling a lot in the next 90 days. I think you guys are maybe, you guys could even be doing more than one job during this next 90 days. But I think that might be part of you getting into this Three of Pentacles with this Ace of Cups over here. Look, we have the King of Pentacles here as well. Yeah. I do think things are getting better. It's almost like I see this transition from like this phase of the Devil kind of like working our way out of that and working our way into this Three of Pentacles, which is all about collaboration, working together. These are like hippies painting their little bus, right? So I feel like you guys are going to have this opportunity come through that's long term, where you're going to feel emotionally connected to the work that you're doing. And you're also going to get to work and collaborate with people on something that's creative, something that brings blessings and happiness and fulfillment into your life in a way that maybe the current thing you're doing is not. Okay, so let's see. It's just interesting with that Two of Pentacles, because I do feel there's an element of doing both things maybe at the same time. Like maybe this opportunity comes in and you're still like you're doing them both at the same time. There's like a transition phase here. Okay. What's next? Okay, we're going to come over here to this little Kipper deck next, Group 1. So what else, Spirit, can you tell us about Group 1 and their career the next 90 days, please? I'm so like, ugh, the aesthetics. Sorry. Maybe, ooh, hold on. What else, Spirit, the next 90 days in Group 1's career? We have concern. Yep. So something right now, you know, in the current moment, at the beginning of this time period, is causing concern for you. We're not loving where we're at. We have distant horizons. So here's that travel energy again. I really think some of you guys could be traveling like overseas or like really long distances here. Foreign travel could be significant. Oops, hold on, one more. Just one, please, Spirit. Okay, and then we do also have bad health coming through as well. Okay. I still feel like there is something happening here at the end of this time period where you're still kind of connected into this energy. Like I almost feel this Two of Pentacles is you, it's like you transitioning into this new abundant opportunity. But there is something that's like long-term vision about this, right? Like maybe we're just kind of starting to plant the seeds. Maybe some of you guys want to immigrate. Maybe you're wanting to go to another country and work in another country or something like that. Like there's long-term planning connected to the next 90 days with your career. I do feel, Group number 1, that there is a need to get out more the next 90 days as it pertains to your career. Like I was getting in the beginning here with the trapped. See how like messed up the spider web is? I really feel very strongly that Spirit is guiding you to get outside metaphorically and connect with more people. Really build up your network the next 90 days. Because the reason I say this is because of these two cards right here. I'm really being drawn to the sun coming through the stained glass window, how it's hitting this man. Spirit is saying you are concerned and your concerns are valid and you have the power to go out and get what you need. And here as well, this is an energy of bad health, right? But I'm noticing the window open and this really lush greenery outside. So whatever it is that's going on in your work environment that is causing you to feel stressed or causing you to feel concerned, Spirit is saying that there is support in getting outside or getting out of a comfort zone a little bit here. Yeah, I think there's still maybe, you're definitely still connected to this devil energy at the end of this 90 days, but maybe this Three of Pentacles is more like I feel like for some of you guys with this two of Pentacles, you're balancing both things. Like something about this is long term, but it's still kind of connected to this devil. Like it's giving me a stretch project or stretch assignment or something that allows you to feel more fulfillment than when you're over on this side of the Two of Pentacles. So juggling and balancing two different things here. Okay. What else, Spirit? For group one. But this Three of Pentacles thing with long term, like this is something that can lead to like a long-term opportunity. So even if this is just like a stretch assignment or something that you're not necessarily getting more money for, or something that you're still required to do your day job duties, I think Spirit is guiding you to take it, group one, because the effort and collaboration that you're putting in could get noticed, and you could this could end up turning into more. And I do feel like something about this energy over here is more fulfilling to you. But I also feel like there's something about this type of work that might be not as consistent right now for some of you with this bad health. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, I see. Beautiful energy. And let's grab one of these right here. So Sagittarius talks about like beliefs, spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs. You can talk about travel with distant horizons and the journey being here. So like think of long distance travel. You can also talk about higher education. So yeah, I think just expansion in general, group number one, is coming the next 90 days. Expanding your views, expanding your network, expanding your stretch projects, expanding your perspectives on something. Let's get one more and then we'll close this out. We have flip it upside down, question your beliefs. That's so interesting. That is really interesting. Okay. There's definitely something here with Sagittarius and flip it upside down connected to your belief system, group number one. So maybe there is this shift coming through in your career or the way you're looking at your career. Something about your point of view, your beliefs that you hold is being challenged during this time. Okay, whether this is like you needing to change your perspective and look at the way you're approaching your work from a new and different perspective, or maybe it's like your view about other people that you're working with, or your view about this line of work, that there might be something not stable about it. You are coming into a period where you're going to be getting some expansion in this area through, I feel, like a stretch project. And having the ability to learn more through questioning your own beliefs and views. So this looks really exciting, group one. I think there's still going to be an element of you having two worlds that you're in, one that feels really fulfilling and one that feels not as fulfilling. But a part of the next 90 days is you expanding and kind of like looking at alternate options and balancing like your obligations with the creative energy over here. So let me know, group one, comment below what's happening for you right now in your career. How does this reading connect to what you've been experiencing? If you guys do want to continue to support me, do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell so that you'll be updated whenever I post new content, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye. Hey, group two, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking into your career over the course of the next 90 days. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what may be headed your way. Remember that this is a general collective reading, so messages may not resonate specifically with every viewer. And this is also a reading where we're looking at a snapshot of future energy. So the way that this works, you guys, is when we're looking ahead into the future, in this case, the next 90 days, Spirit is showing us a snapshot of where that energy may be headed based on the current moment. So never feel like you're stuck with anything a prediction reading is saying, because you have free will to alter course through the decisions that you make in the present, okay? The present decision making is what creates the future. So let's jump in and see what's happening for you, group two. We have dancing in the rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. I love that card. It's so joyful. We also have convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Okay, so group 2, the next 90 days. So I think that there is a key theme that I'm seeing in both of these cards around the energy of self-expression, right? Expressing happiness, authentic expression of self, I think just being really important the next 90 days. And this card in particular is talking about how are we conveying our meaning? How are we showing up in our communication with others? Are you the type of person that holds back and doesn't say anything and just pushes things down? Are you maybe the type of person that's overly brash with other people or doesn't always consider other people's feelings, right? There's an energy here of really evaluating the way that you're showing up in your authentic expression with other people and setting clear intentions through communication. Let's actually go to this deck next, group 2. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about group number 2 and what's ahead for them? And career the next 90 days. We have people skills. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, counselor, salesperson, or head of a company. So yeah, this is echoing that communicating and connecting with other people and the way that you speak is highly, highly significant the next 90 days. We do also have trapped. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. Interesting. Ooh, we do also have flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. That's super interesting. There's definitely something that's happening here toward the end of this 90-day period where I feel like you guys might be looking for something else. But I feel like we're starting off the first part of this 90 days on a really high note. Like, this is very colorful energy that I see here. You guys could be in the spotlight or really standing out or like spearheading some sort of initiative at work, maybe doing something creative as well. Let's see, Spirit. Tell us more about the next 90 days in group number 2's career, please. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are like hardworking. 2 of Cups. Queen of Wands. Cute. Yeah, I think that you guys are like wherever you're currently working, I do think that you're seen as like a valuable asset to the company or to the organization here. You guys are very dedicated. You're hardworking. I see with this Knight of Pentacles that you're making some sort of progress starting off here the first 90 days. Some of you guys, maybe this is like a newer opportunity with the Knight of Pentacles. I don't think you guys are like super new to it though. Like it seems like you're in some sort of role or going into a role where you already come with a little bit of background knowledge and experience, and this next 90 days, the beginning of it just kind of signifies you working really hard to continue to like fine tune whatever your craft really is. So like this card talks about being a diplomat, a salesperson, a counselor, head of a company. It could be like anything, but it's specifically connected to people skills. And I see that coming through here with the 2 of Cups as well. There's a beneficial partnership or just the general energy of you working with other people that's highly significant over the next 90 days. It could even be that your hardworking energy is bringing in some sort of really beneficial partnership. Like you're drawing in this 2 of Cups through the hard work and dedication and the work that you're putting into your craft. But it really just feels like you guys are working with people a lot on a one-on-one basis, or maybe a specific person on a one-on-one basis. And maybe it's really important for you guys to, with this Two of Cups, with convey your meaning, to be mindful of the one-on-one communication that you're having with a particular partner, or just partners in general. Because the Queen of Wands, she is somebody who is, like the card says, a go-getter, independent, a way shower. Like, she is someone who's very, very confident in her work. But I kind of feel for some of you guys, like there's a twofold message here. For some of you guys, maybe this partner is the Queen of Wands. And I think that sometimes around this Queen of Wands, you guys might tend to feel a little stuck or a little bit like less than around this person because they come across as so vibrant and confident. I also think, though, it's like the flip side for some of you where like you are this Queen of Wands, but maybe there's something about the current partnership that you're in, or partnerships that you're cultivating, where you feel kind of stifled, that you can't be the fullest version, the truest version of yourself. Okay. So that's what I kind of see the trapped energy being. Like, there's something about this Queen of Wands where either you feel awkward or stifled around them, or you are the Queen of Wands and you kind of feel your growth is stagnated here. Okay, so let's continue. Group 2. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about Group 2's career over the course of the next 90 days? Ooh, we have sudden wealth coming through. So you guys are getting some coins the next 90 days. That's amazing. We also have message of concern. Yeah, there's something around that communication and needing to kind of get on the same page with someone. And then we also have the Thief energy coming through as well. Okay, with inner child stuff, you see, or this could be literal, it could be a child for some of you, or something you've created with this partner. But I feel like a lot of you guys, like this trapped energy with the Thief, there's something here that's popping up with a one-on-one partnership. And so there's a need here in your communication to be confident with this person, or to just be mindful of like the way you're addressing it. It's interesting because it's like starting off the 90 days with sudden wealth. There's like all of this abundance and prosperity, but then ending the 90 days, there's like this reduction here of that with the Thief. Maybe some of you guys feel like this Queen of Wands is taking it away from you, or maybe they are taking it from you in some way. But let me keep going. Oops. I was going to say, but with the inner child stuff coming through, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are feeling like the trapped energy is as an inner child response. Because the energy looks so beautiful here. Like, I don't see a ton of obstacles. It's just like there's something concerning here about communication within a partnership where maybe you and this person are just not seeing eye to eye, or not understanding each other clearly. And there just might be this desire for you, my viewer, to kind of get out of this with the Thief. Like, I think about escaping something or being kind of strategic, looking to get out of it, or looking for something else because something feels concerning here. Let's see. Tell us more, Spirit. Oop. Okay, hold on. I just want one. Please tell us more about the next 90 days in group number 2's career. We have Neptune, sacrifice. Okay. And let's go one more. Group 2. We have stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I just kind of feel like this trapped energy and this thief energy is more like stories that you're telling yourself that are not fully accurate about the situation here. And Neptune makes a lot of sense, right? Because Neptune can be an energy of, I've heard it recently described as the great dissolver, where like, I feel like there could be something around boundaries that are being dissolved that need to be maybe revisited here, or maybe they don't. Maybe there's a need to kind of let the guard down a little bit. Everyone's situation is going to be different. But Neptune can also just talk about the Delulu energy, where we're not fully seeing it clearly. There's a lot of magic in this. There's a lot of positive energy here. There's a lot of inspiration. There's a spiritual connection to the work you're doing. And I see a lot of abundance here with sudden wealth. Maybe some of you guys are getting like a bonus or like some sort of merit increase that's like very substantial for you as a result of the hard work that you have put in. And toward the ending of this 90 days, Spirit is asking you to kind of like look at how far you've come, because you've been highly successful. There's a need to kind of take stock, take a zoom out the lens and take a look at all that you've accomplished, because you've accomplished a lot with this Queen of Wands. So definitely kind of see you guys ending on a high note here the next 90 days, but there's still, I just think, something lingering here that's concerning you that you're not fully satisfied with as it pertains to your career situation. So I think this is what I see, Group 2. We're going to close it here. Let me know what's been happening for you in your career in the comments, and whether or not this message resonates with your situation. If you guys want to continue to support my work, do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye. Hey, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you guys selected the Cozy Witch Tarot deck and this Sardonyx crystal, this will be your career reading, where we're going to be looking into a snapshot of where things may be headed in your career over the next 90 days. Remember that this is a general collective reading on YouTube. Messages will vary with how closely they're going to resonate with each individual viewer out there. And also remember, guys, this is a time-based reading, and future is not necessarily set in stone, right? So we're looking at what may happen in the next 90 days based off of the current moment, but you can alter the course of that based off of the action that you take today. So never feel like you're stuck with anything that one of these prediction readings is saying, because you have free will. All right, so let's take a look and see what's ahead for you guys the next 90 days. We have setting up parameters, assess your relationships, and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. Ooh. We also have amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. Okay, Group 3. So it looks like you guys could be going into the next 90 days maybe reevaluating your partnerships at work, reevaluating your relationships in the workplace, and potentially setting some boundaries here. Okay, there's an honest evaluation of your present relationships. So that's kind of tea. I'm excited to kind of get into that and see what that's about. There's also an energy of like you're assessing things the next 90 days. You're not necessarily cutting anyone off. You're not necessarily like taking a lot of action yet. There's this energy of holding back or just waiting it out for the time being. Because it feels like the wiser choice for some reason. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, what else we can uncover for my Group 3 viewers and their career the next 90 days. right, we have progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. Yeah, so that's kind of echoing this amble with contentment. Like there's sort of this energy of keeping on going, not making any big decisions yet. Okay. We do also have brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. That's pretty cool. Ooh, okay, but we also have prickly situation here. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So I feel like there is something here about your ideas that could be causing some friction with people. Like I'm seeing these 3 seahorses and I was immediately thinking of like a group of people, like 3 people together. Doesn't necessarily have to be specifically that for everybody, but I do think that you're getting some recognition for the ideas that you have, group 3, but I feel like there are people around you that might feel a little inferior. Yeah, because look, we also have authority here. Clashes with a boss or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. And here's the parameters energy. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. So it's almost like I think you guys are a queen. You're showing up very confident the next 90 days. And I think that there is something about the way that that is received by others that is of significance here that might cause some. It's just going to require you to navigate with diplomacy, you know, navigate the politics of the situation. Okay, let's continue. Group 3. What else, Spirit, can you tell us about group number 3's career the next 90 days, please? The Queen of Wands. Replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. Yeah, I think you guys are really stepping into your power the next 90 days. We have the Ace of Wands. Ooh. This says, don't you see how your passion makes you glow? New ideas. We also have the 3 of Cups. Come together with your coven. This deck is so cute. Okay. Ooh, but then we also have Toxic Witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. So this is where the boundaries are needed. Group number 3. Yeah, I think that you're going to be navigating some interesting energies around relationships and other people within the work that you do, whether you work for a company or you work for yourself. There's definitely some sort of prickly situation here because I'm looking at this, okay, and I see 2 people who are having a good time, that are talking, they're very chill, and then we have this one person on the outside looking kind of downtrodden, okay? Like we have 3 people here, we have 3 seahorses here. There's a group of 3 people here. And somebody I think is feeling a little bit left out, okay? There is an undertone of this that's a little prickly, as this card so eloquently places it, okay? So, yeah, there's something exciting here. Like number 1, you guys are stepping into your power, replacing self-doubt with self-confidence. I think you are glowing up physically, metaphorically. You stand out really well at work. And unfortunately, sometimes when you stand out like this at work, it can create enemies, or it can create people that are jealous or feel insecure by your shine. And I kind of get the sense that that's what's happening here with this group of people that you guys are working with. So I think that you, the next 90 days, will be taking stock of the relationships and the people that are around you. I do think that there is a need to just be kind of cautious sometimes with how much you're sharing, because there's something about this that's not balanced here. There's definitely a group of people that's significant to this collaboration, and it's a fun work environment. Like, I see you guys ideating with this group and just like getting to do really fun, exciting, inspiring things. And I think that's part of what's making you glow, is that you're very passionate about whatever this is that you guys are doing here. I just can't tell from this card. Like, a part of me feels bad for this girl right here because she seems like she's left out. But another part of me feels like she's being a little like victim-y, because these two look totally harmless. Like, what are they even doing? They're just talking, and she's sitting here all like curled up, not very confident in herself, like how you are. I don't know, group 3. There's just something here with, I feel like, one person within this trio that is causing a little bit of a toxic work environment here, even if it's not something totally obvious. Like, I feel like it's more passive aggressive than it is like an obvious fight or anything. Because I feel like whenever you guys come together, it's good times. Like, there's 3 people here having a good time and everybody looks happy. But I think deep down, somebody here is feeling excluded, and I don't know why. I don't think it's you, because I feel like you guys are coming into this next 90 days feeling really confident and inspired, and like, you're in this energy of like, I think even if you were not involved in whatever these two are talking about, I don't think you would be acting like this girl. I think you would be like, okay, keep me posted on what you guys talked about. Let me know, So let's see. But in terms of your career, it looks like it's based on kind of being content with where you are, continuing to stay put before deciding to make any big changes, and ideating on something that you feel really passionately about. So what else, Spirit, can you tell us about the next 90 days in group number 3's career? We have journey. Ooh, so some of you guys could be traveling a little bit too with that, or maybe a move or relocation is significant, or coming back to something. The journey, it doesn't have to mean physical travel either. It can also be talking about like metaphorical progress that's being made, or metaphorical journeys that you're going on, learning something new. We have community. So here's that group, that teamwork coming through again. You're very inspired by this, group 3. Oh, Lord. See, then we have a thief. And we have the mature man here at the bottom of the decks. This could be like connected to a masculine, like an older masculine person. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But there's just somebody here that might take your ideas, group 3. So just be careful. I feel like just be careful about how much you're sharing with who. And, this setting up parameters, every relationship that you guys have at work, it's saying like, determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships, right? So it just feels like there is somebody around you. Look, there's the 3 people again. There's just somebody here that is needing some sort of boundary. Okay. So let's just grab a couple more to close us out. Group number 2. Group number 3, sorry. We have the sun. Oh, yes. You guys are shining. You're shining bright. It's like the next 90 days, there's just something that you guys are doing that is, you're so inspired. And you are breathing your life force energy into this, glowing up, and everybody is seeing it. And I think you guys are just getting a lot of positive attention from this. It may even get you an opportunity to travel. We also have Venus energy here, love. So this is the energy of beauty. There could be something connected to beauty or fashion here for some of you guys. But, you know, doing what you love at work. And money could be significant too with Venus here. I don't see a lot of money energy here, but Venus is the energy of money. So it's like an opportunity to earn money through doing things that you're passionate about. All right, group 3. One more, please, Spirit. We also have dream redirection, redream this situation. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be something that needs to be addressed here. Group number 3. Because I think there is a lot of, there's a lot of creative inspiration here. I see you guys really kind of being the one leading the charge on this. And maybe your direction and your vision is what is redreaming whatever this group thing is that you're involved in here. But I just think there's somebody here that isn't loving it. Like they're feeling left out, or they need some sort of a boundary. I'm going to ask Spirit how you should handle this person. Spirit, can you help us understand for group 3 with this prickly situation here? How should group number 3 really handle this? What's the advice? We have the Tower. Oh my gosh. It says, get ready. Things are about to get shaken up. Okay. Let's get one more. We also have the Page of Cups. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. I just kind of think with this situation, you guys are going to have to kind of ride the wave. Because when I'm looking at this image of the Tower, she's kind of just watching it happen, you know? And so I think that things are going to get shaken up, as the Tower says, but I feel like you're protected from this. I think you're seeing it happen from a distance, and really, like, it's none of your business, however this person feels and whatever is wrong with them. But I do think that you're going to have a really big perspective shift on this person or situation here in the next 90 days, okay? I would say this too, with the Page of Cups, this is just the energy of kindness and, you know, emotional expression and just being, you know, just being sweet to other people. So it might just be with the Page of Cups, you kind of keep this person at arm's length, or this situation at arm's length if you can. Feels like a person to me. It's like kind of keep them at arm's length, but be sweet to them. But you don't have to go over the top, because the Page of Cups just kind of reminds me of like chatting, like sending a text or a message, but it's not like you're going out of your way to have a really deep conversation with them. Be sweet, be kind, but don't let it get too deep. Yeah, that's kind of what I see. Yeah. We have the Star. Have faith that healing is in the forecast. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You guys are good. You're having a glow up. You're living your best life. But there's somebody else connected to this that's not living their best life. And I feel like that's just kind of something you're going to see play out on its own the next 90 days. So that's what I have for you, group 3. Comment below. Let me know what has been happening with you in your career and how you feel this reading aligns with that. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you will be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.